What's up, everyone? Ronnie Cruz here with Path of the Network Marketer 365-day video journey, where I chronicle me teaching myself how to leverage social media to build and grow my network marketing business. Thanks for tuning in. I just actually just wanted to follow up on yesterday's video because I don't know that I was necessarily very clear and together. Which I guess, I shouldn't have even posted it, but it's a video a day challenge, right? So that was the only video I had prepared or even recorded for yesterday. I just wanted to follow up because I had had definitely a few cocktails by the time I hit record. And so I wanted to make sure the message was clear in that, what this year-long journey is coming to mean. I think I've really started to discover the purpose, or maybe I don't know if it's real or not, but what I think it could be the purpose of doing a video a day challenge, or of posting and publishing one episode of a podcast every day, or just the consistency, the daily consistency of publishing content on social media, right? Developing that discipline, and staying committed to seeing it through, despite perhaps feeling discouraged, or having doubts as to whether or not the hockey stick moment is ever going to come, right? Because that's definitely when I first started this 365-day journey, doing a video every day. That's definitely one of the things, well, the main thing that drew me to challenging myself to do this, right? That's one of the things that really jumped out at me as a great reason to post every day, so that to get the result, right? To get the result, to get that hockey stick growth in my viewership, in my following here on YouTube and on the other social feeds, and to develop. Ooh, crazy. Okay, so this is what happens when you live in the middle of the woods. Okay, I gotta take a quick five here and show you guys. Well, I can't really show you guys because it's pretty far into the woods. All afternoon I've been sitting out here on my porch. Generally, I would be working out in the on the mountain during the day, but it's been rainy. It's been rainy for the last like 5 days, really. So it was raining all morning, and that leaves conditions pretty undoable. Conditions, well, they're not ideal to doing work in the on the property, right? It's too muddy. It's too soggy. Back here on the property in the forest, all afternoon I've been hearing that tree's gonna fall. Yeah, I've been hearing. I don't know if you can hear it. I've been hearing like popping and whoa, guys, you're just witnessed history. If a tree fell in the woods and nobody was here, what did it make a noise? And it knocked down another tree and another tree. That was a big one. That was a big one. We might have more trees fall. And dogs are going crazy. Yeah, that was a big one. We have a lot of old growth up here on the mountain because it's untouched forest, right? So that particular tree, I mean, it must have gotten waterlogged. I don't know if you can see it on this video. It's that one. Yeah, I think it's that one right there, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's actual tree. It looks small, but it's massive. It's a massive tree. That is an old tree. It must have gotten waterlogged and old, but that was a big one. That was crazy, crazy. Okay, so let me get back to what I was doing, and talking about this video. It's life. That's life on the mountain, guys. This is how it does. Yeah, thankfully we don't have too many old growth situations around the house. And if we do, they would fall away from the cabin. They would fall. They would fall away from the cabin. My sister. The dogs are freaking out. My sister's freaking out. That was loud. That was big. All right, let me take five, and I'll get back to you guys in just a second. All right, so that is as exciting as it gets up here on the mountain. It's generally pretty calm out here, which is why I love it. But occasionally, yeah, very occasionally, that doesn't happen a lot. Mother Nature will put on a show. Will put on a show. So, anyways, back to the subject at hand. I was attracted and drawn to doing this video a day challenge for 365 days for the reason, well, for the promise of you know, that hockey stick moment happening in my subscribership and my viewership, right? And also thinking that it was the mechanism that was going to create and drive that hockey stick growth and that hockey stick moment in my social platforms and my channels was the consistency, right? The continuing to you know, post every day was the thing that's going to bring that growth, which it is. It most certainly is. Like, there's definitely something to be said about the consistency and giving your viewers, giving your audience something to watch every day, as well as the algorithms, right? It likes that, and of course, content is important as well. The other thing that I really just realized recently was beyond the consistency and releasing content every day. I think the biggest, I don't know, this is just a guess, but I think because I'm starting to feel it, right? But I think the biggest benefit of posting once a day, every day, or whatever the accelerated, you know, publishing schedule is, right? For TikTok, it's 3 times a day, and the other social feeds like Instagram, Facebook. For YouTube, once a day. For podcasts, once a day. So whatever the publishing schedule is, doing that consistently once a day for an extended period of time, it forces you, I think, to develop your voice, your quote unquote voice, very much more quickly. Would Had you done it otherwise, right? Like, if you were just posting once a week or twice a week, I don't think necessarily you develop a voice as quickly. And here's the thing about developing a voice, right? When it comes to publishing and when it comes to showing yourself on the social feeds and you know, letting the world know your personality and like who you really are, and that authenticity, it's what people want to see, right? It's the realness, right? It's the real you. It's that side of you. When you find your voice, it's I think more authentic than trying to create and curate and script content. And ultimately, I mean, that's what draws people, right? Like real everyday people that they can relate to, right? The more authentic you are, the more relatable, and the more relatable, the more likely people will want to continue to watch. I think that's really the key. I mean, obviously, again, the consistency in posting and publishing is important. The content is important, but developing your voice, I think, is the most important part of, well, the most important byproduct of doing a post a day, of publishing one podcast a day, of posting 3 times a day on TikTok, right? I think it really helps you develop that voice, and again, like I said, that's what people ultimately want to see, right? And I think in the long term, once you develop that relationship with your audience, yeah. I mean, you're going to develop more of an influence, and really, that's what it's all about, right? This is what this whole strategy is all about. It's all about building your influence. And here's one thing. Okay, so you guys can quote me on this, right? I think you know, for social feeds, and this is just where my head's at. Like, you can call BS on this if you want. You know, for those of you guys who are already marketers, but I think, well, for me, what I would prefer to see you guys do, and is what I'm doing, is instead of building a following, I'm trying to build an audience, and an audience is more of an inclusive thing. Building an audience is more of a conversation, as opposed to creating a following. Right? Following seems very one way, and there's less. I don't know. I think there's less connection there, right? Because it's a one unidirectional form of communication. So yeah, yeah. Yeah, build an audience, create a conversation, as opposed to focusing on building your following. All right, so that's it. That's my message for today. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching that ridiculous tree falling, a gigantic tree. I should probably call an arborist sometime soon. There are some big trees up there that run the risk of smushing my garage and my truck. Well, the truck is insured. Well, I guess the garage is insured as well. We do have house, home, and auto insurance, so it shouldn't be okay. As long as I'm not in the garage running, then yeah, all is well. All is well. Okay, so again, sorry, that's it. Sorry, massive tangents. Yeah, we'll catch us in the next one, guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in. More to come from me, a video every day. I'm going to be hitting the road here pretty soon. I've got an event up in the Harrisburg, Pennsylvania area, Hershey, Harrisburg area, this coming weekend in a few days. So yeah, I'll try to shoot some video up there of the stuff I'm doing, but definitely more from me every day. I mean, we're on a daily journey here to see if that hockey stick moment ever comes, right? And I think it will. I think it will. So thank you guys again for tuning in. If you haven't liked this video yet, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you get notified. Share this stuff with people if you find it entertaining, and if you find it of value. If otherwise, well, you don't have to, but it would help me. I'd appreciate it. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you tomorrow. Until next time, be well, be safe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.